What did it do? What it is? How we feeling? What's going on? Sorry, I said I probably a little crazy, but I just came from a walk and I just got back into the whole educating self thing because I thought it was funny. I had shared some things yesterday on TikTok about some Bible stuff. I'll get into that too, but I hope everybody's feeling fantastic. You already know how I'm rocking. It's a um, overcast-ish type of day going on today, but I still made sure I went out and got my walk in. You know what I'm saying? Affirmations, just positivity vibing, because the work don't stop. So I hope everybody is in high spirits, and if not, I hope you are, you know, not going to stay in that element of mentality and just try to get yourself out of as much as possible. Um, don't rely on anybody else to get you out of that funk because it'll probably just make it worse. You know what I'm saying? So I love you. I love you. I love you. Um, but I'm here just back to learning and breaking it down. That's what I'm here doing. That's what I'm here doing because it's fun and it's traumatizing all at the same time. Just even reading the Bible and like everything else is just a bunch of things. And when you just breaking down word usage. So I was laughing yesterday about how of the Bible, was it Joshua's son? It's so many names that it's mind blowing. So Judah's son. There you go. Anyway, I was talking about yesterday. So he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get you a wife." Huh? Cool. All right. Got him a wife. Instantly, right after he said he got him a wife, did some devilish things that the Lord did not like. All right. In the eyes of the Lord. So when you say the eyes of the Lord, I had to look at like what does Lord mean? You know what I'm saying? What does Lord mean? Now, this is me thoroughly going back. So it wasn't God, because when they want to emphasize God, they say God. You just have to pay attention to who they want to emphasize, what they want to emphasize, and what they want to tell you through the word choices that they're using in everything throughout just the information on any type of research that you're doing, on anything like that. The words that we think we know what they mean do not mean what we think they mean. Because I've looked up definitions of words that I use regularly, you know, and they don't it's not what the initial meaning is, We're probably not even using it in the correct contents, you know what I'm saying, or context per se. Sorry about that. Anyway, but so Lord is just someone of authority, as you can, if you can say it, you know what I'm saying. So that's what Lord means, someone of authority, and of course, like six definitions down lower, it said husband. And then like seven down, it said like a male figure in the household. So I'm like, man, these are some real white people definitions, right? It's gotta be, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I'm just a lover in general, bro. But it's sad. It's sad that the mindsets of whoever magically is in charge, you know what I'm saying, is just have this superiority complex thing and the whole, just wishing bad upon other people in a whole, which is kind of terrifying through like word usage and the whole key behind, the spelling behind the English language. And, you know, we can't wake up if we're not paying attention to what we're saying, let alone listening to. My mother came home yesterday and was very sure to let me know how her day went and how she was feeling now, and like all of the negative ways possible. So I'm like, that's cool. You know, subconsciously though, she did that subconsciously. And then I feel like as soon as she did it, she realized like she had nothing else to say after that but more negativity. And she kind of was just like, ugh, like, ugh. When you hear that, like, ugh. That thing, it drives me nuts, bro. And I'm not sure if I do it, but I'm alone a lot of times. So I have to pay attention to just me, my thoughts, where I'm channeling thoughts, where I'm allowing the thoughts to take me. Um, I'm even understanding that even anime for me um, is like I have a negative response to maybe something that I'm dealing with, and anime has been my outlet in probably just like trying to not deal with things. And so, as much as I feel like I'm kind of enjoying something, I have just the bad way of looking at how I'm enjoying something or me being triggered by something else. I'm not dealing with that. I'm turning on something and distracting myself from allowing myself to fully invest in what needs to be done or what I'm not understanding within self at the moment that I need to break out of these habits. So anime is slowly dying for me now. You know what I'm saying? I have to, and I don't even want it to be like, the last thing that I watch before I go to sleep. So I'm reading for sure before I go to sleep. But in between, it's like, dang, do I even have the time to even indulge in that? Because like if I'm eating something, I'll probably try to put it on and get an episode in. I did watch my Did I watch Bleach last night? I did watch Bleach. It was just a little after the main event type of thing. But other than that, it was just that's cool. I guess I'm just rewatching things per se that I've already watched. If it ain't hot and spat, I just don't need to be that. You know what I'm saying? this I'm trying to just get it right, man. Get it right, get it right, get it right. I'm looking at all the words that they use in the Bible, and I'm really reading an easy to read version of the Bible. And so after he said the Lord, he did something against the Lord's wishes per se, so he was killed. And then, of course, his dad. So I'm thinking, I don't want to put any. I'm not pointing any fingers or nothing like that, but I'm just kind of. Who are these people? I have to continue to read, and I'm still only in Genesis. I'm going to try to smash. I'm going to try to finish Genesis today. I'm going to really try to do that today. I'm at like Genesis 40 right now, so it's like about 20 more chapters, I guess you could say. I think it goes all the way to 60. So, and then because supposedly they're all like little miniature stories per se, but this, of course, is the longest one. Well, I'll have to find out when I get there because I don't know. But I'm just interested to kind of put these two and twos together as far as like these millions of lists of names that you just come up with. You guys find it very important to. It feels like you're trying to cover tracks. You know what I'm saying? It feels like you're trying to cover tracks in the Bible by just hurry up and shooting out these names of these people who are they related to by technical bloodline. But you damn near sleep. Oh my god, I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You damn near sleeping with your own people. So who knows who's bloodline if you guys are technically all still the same bloodline. And then you guys go around just changing people's names out of nowhere. Just changing people's names. Just like the word expatriate. So they won't a white person can't be an immigrant, they're an expatriate. They have a nickname for it, an expat. An expatriate is a person who leaves their country to go live in another. So they're not considered immigrants and immigrant. So immigrant is technically, I don't even think it's a word, it's immigrant. An immigrant is a person who leaves their country to go find work. It's with an Emigrant. Immigration, I think, is a word probably on the context of the immigration word, but it's spelled like immigrants. So where you come up with this format of this word of illegal alien, that's what you want to kind of put in that whole like, come on. So I'm trying to tell you, man, I'm actually enjoying learning, but I'm just like I said, like I'll see something and then I'll dive into that, especially if it's a word. So I don't get as far as like an abundance of things, but I'm going back down to like learning individual words again. So I'm reprogramming the mind itself from the reteaching myself English, I guess you could say. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really investing in like my other languages. I'm invested in my other languages right now. I woke up, did my little Duolingo joint and stuff like that. Because if I can get rid of the English language as much as possible, it's fantastic. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, because I know how to articulate words and I know my energy behind the things that I say is pure. So I don't have an issue with the English language because I can, I'm the one listening. You know what I'm saying? So when I hear people speak, I know people's intent, behind the words that they're using. Subconsciously, involuntarily, they're used to saying these things, and they don't realize that they're saying these things until somebody from a different, perspective, however, I don't know how to pronounce that damn word, but looks at them like, come on, man, that wasn't right. Slap on the head, buddy. So it's all right, man. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Words, man. Words. They even like content. They love saying like, So after, Onan or whoever, the brother, denied having children for his brother who was murdered. I don't know why that, they didn't just say, all right, marry the younger brother. No, that wasn't a choice per se. It was you go in there and sleep with your brother's wife and have kids for your brother. And, technically they would be his kids, but not on any throne aspect. They would be like, oh, he was murdered but had a baby on the way. So this is, and if you're, in that type of world where you're like, I want to be king, or I want to have my blessings, so I ain't gotta tell you to give me your blessing. You know what I'm saying? I was talking about that too. I was like, when they talk about give me your blessing, homie, they robbing you. You gotta give me this blessing, homie. Stop playing with them with those blessings back in the day, bucko. They be lying on God's name and taking blessings, homie. That's all they was doing. But $1 for the dollar. That was funny. But yeah, they call women loose. So I'm guessing after that situation had happened, oh, so it was cool that you was able to go hit that. So, like I said, he was like, no, it's not going to be my child if I do that, which I don't understand. Like, it's, yeah, to each his own. I guess this is back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But the way that the Bible is looking, I don't think there's any difference from today's world to, just you have to look at the way they're saying these things. They probably talked a little different, but the way that they worded this, they are very intelligent people to be able to even format an incorrect way to make it seem like it's correct. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll just make a bunch of new words and we'll define these words with other made up words that are not correct, but we've broken down a word that means that, and we probably added an extra letter, and now they use this word all the time, thinking that it's this word that we don't use anymore because this is the real meaning of the word, but because we added an A onto it, now we're going to make it seem that it means this because this is something that we use all the time in order to, mentally, just think, you know what I'm talking about, baby. Quit playing. These people was on some shit, Pat. So, like I said, I'm looking forward to breaking down everything. What else did I learn? Let's learn. Christopher Columbus didn't even make it to America. He made it to the Caribbean. You know, with those group of Jews that he 300 Jews that he came. I don't know if he came up with the whole 300,000 that got expelled from Spain due to that decree, the Alhambra decree situation with the guy who was Arab and not Hispanic. I'm trying to tell you, having me off. So, but I've been trying to tell him, but he didn't even make it to America. Hubby, shoot. Oh, and the other thing, so John Smith and Pocahontas. So I know white people are molesters. You know what I'm saying? That's just what they do. But Pocahontas was 8 when she met John Smith, and you know, I think what they say, the whole thing about well, the Thanksgiving thing. Oh yeah. This is I'm going to Thanksgiving now. Sorry guys. So what happened on Thanksgiving? Why I got busted? You know what I'm saying? I'm even laughing at the Nat Turner thing because at least the black people went and killed a bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? Like we out here, they killed probably about 70 whites, 60 or 70 whites. They had the number down to the spigot. You know what I'm saying? They went and killed 200 black people and destroyed that whole black market joint. And then so they said, oh yeah, the reason that they did that was they found a body on the boat. They didn't say it, you know, if it was a technical body, one of the sailors of the ship with Christopher Columbus was found dead on the ship, and he took it into his hands, the murdering of a whole civilization. So it wasn't nothing like that. It's just the one that I read. Maybe I have to read a whole bunch of them. So we'll find out. I'll find out. The body could have been, you know, I want to say one of ours, you know, the people here of the land. But what Caribbean did he land in? I have to do some more homework. Where was he at? And he killed 400 people. To the one body they found, murdered 400 people. And then a proclamation is what he did. A proclamation is pretty much a verbal announcement from somebody in authority. So we just massacred 400 people. This shall be Thanksgiving, and we shall cherish this moment. So yeah, a decree is I it's all stupid. It's almost like the same thing as a proclamation, but it's not the announcement. It's probably like the written out version of it, and then the proclamation is just somebody reading it out loud in authority. It's just they just have authority figure. Even like maritime law. What is that? Maritime law is just pretty much the 1% of the people that control the world. So admiralty, pretty much the same thing. These are just, they have a bunch of different words to mean the 1% of the world who controls everything. And of course, is the European government. I'd be like, what are these words coming from? And it all comes back to the same person, the same people, the same type of, yeah. So I mean, Kenny, I think it's fantastic to, I guess I'm back in school for the things that are important in life. And it's hard to, like I said, you have to, it's like, even for me when I walk around and I look at things and I try to, the base knowledge of the things that I think I know what they are, I now look at like, man, I probably need to read up on that again. You know, I probably need to do something, you know, just to, you know, just reinvest, because that's all you can do. I think that's why we feel so empty, is because we don't feel like anything that we know is correct. We don't know what to do. We don't know where to go, how to go. We have to take those leaps, and we have to believe in self. We have to it's a lot of faith, and it's a lot of spirituality in the world itself. So it's not just you feeling like that you don't belong or you can't connect. It's because the world is so spiritually based that it is programmed to take you out of the element of spirituality to keep you sleep in this world. So you have to understand that this world is a very unique um unique. It's very unique in all forms and fashions. You just have to understand how to utilize your unique to capitalize on the uniqueness of the world and how it can bless you and it can definitely it can hurt you. You know what I'm saying? So um, having to just understand the basics. You know what I'm saying? Understand yourself. Understand where you come from. Understand. And I'm trying to find out where I come from. That's why I'm doing a lot of research per se. Because how do Black people find out where they're from? Like where their tribe is, where they things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like from my perspective and how I'm just like, am I related to my people, like my parents, or like which side of the tribe is am I looking for? Like, am I looking for my father's side? You know what I'm saying? Or either way, it's probably both. You know what I'm saying? But where am I people from? You know what I'm saying? I think my granddad had like some Belize in him and things like that. And then all my family on my mama's side was like light skin, light skin, light skin. So I don't trust them. I trust them light skin niggas, man. They grimy, but you know, I love them though. But y'all too yellow for my blood. But you know what I'm saying? We got something there. You feel? We got some type of Indian something, but I would love to see what it is, what it ain't, what it was, so I can fully invest in the homework in the right direction and fully invest in myself and who I am. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a phenomenal thing to be able to do is to know exactly who you are and where you come from. And and sky's the limit, you know what I'm saying? Of just investing in self and standing up for yourself and your people. And you know what I'm saying, marketing self, marketing the truth as far as what the world is scared of. So I think we have a lot more power. We need to understand that. And one day at a time, you guys, I know you guys, if you guys are still working 9 to 5s, you guys are struggling. And I understand that. You know what I'm saying? If you guys are lost in these girlfriends and these, I want to go do this and that, you guys are struggling. If you guys are letting somebody tell you what you have to do and you feel like you have to do those things, I know you guys are struggling. Um, so it's mentally, you know what I'm saying? You may think that your pockets are good, and God bless you. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for you. Um, um, if you're happy, I'm happy, but it's a thin line on happy. You know what I'm saying? Happy, at peace. You know what I'm saying? Free. Um, you know, let's. What was another word? Free and what was it? Oh, because they were saying and something that we gave the captives liberty. So we didn't give them freedom. We didn't let them free. And I think I have to look into the freedom and free. I have to see those two, whatever the fuck those mean. You get what I'm saying? But I'm like, why would they say it like that? We gave them liberty. Um, I think also with the Emancipation Proclamation thing, even the Union is part of the 1%. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the Union is what allowed the black people to come and do the whole like join the military thing after that broken ass Emancipation Proclamation that Abraham Lincoln did. After his homeboys took him into the back room, his closest of buddies. But Abraham Lincoln was a black man, so I feel like really it wasn't his friends. Um, for the most part, you know what I'm saying? They be having these drafts, like I said before. A draft is, I think they be making these fake laws and signing these documents, and they're just signing checks. You know what I'm saying, or just giving money away. You feel me? That's really what it be. Um, and it'd be our taxes, it'd be everything that we be investing in, and we don't be getting nothing for it. So, like I said, man, we gotta get down to the homework. You feel me? Stop letting people step all over you, bro. Stand up for yourself. I'm trying to just master it. I'm trying to master it because I think it is exciting at this point. I'm kind of excited to learn, and it's just a lot. So while I get lost in these words and I get lost in this Bible because it's jokes to me, it's jokes, and I'm not, not in a disrespectful way. It If you read it, it's hard to kind of read the Bible and enjoy it the regular way. I think even if we can read it, we're not allowing ourselves to in depth understand because of the word choice that they're using and the way that they have it in this stupid ass format. So they did that strategically for sure. Because none of them are, there's a lot of non-finished sentences. There's a lot of gaps. There's a lot of like, what happened between, here and here? It's like you either you missed like 10 years or this happened and you just left it out. You know what I'm saying? So you'll come back with like, oh, so now the sons of him and him and him and him and daughters him and 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 it's funny to me. I think it's hilarious and I love it. So other than that, man, keep it short and sweet, man. You know what I'm saying? We got a little 25 minutes. I was shooting for the 25 minutes at least. But right now, I am still working on the art right now. I was trying to do something, but I don't have any friends, which is okay. God's gonna work something out for me in my favor. Um, but my creativity is still doing what it wants to. I did a little like I did it. I'm always doing something. I'm doing something. I don't know what to call what I do. I just do it, and um, it sometimes it makes me feel good. Like I said, I impress myself, and when I do that, it gives me a different type of happiness, and I I enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? So it's the little things that get you to you making yourself proud or impressing yourself. So it's a lot of staying focused, just being optimistic, having to be optimistic, and I think taking out those things that are negating you more so than helping you. We have to find out what those are, acknowledge them for what they're doing, pay attention to us and our um, what do I want to call it? I want to say like program negativity action. So pretty much the thing that we do right after we feel like a negating our energy, or if we hear something we don't like, or if something doesn't go our way, we instantly kind of reroute into those habits that are keeping our mind idle. I guess you can say from I would we want to look at it as I'm not allowing it to take me into a bad mood, which I think it is because we're doing something that's not really productive with the objective. You know what I'm saying? It took us out of continuing on the objective because now we're in a bad mood and we can't exert that same type of force and that energy that we would want to. So I do it all the time. I do it. I do it. I do it. I've been doing my push-ups. I've been doing my sit-ups because my back has been hurting. My push-ups, my sit-ups, my, you know, eating is whatever it is. Um, my water intake, I've been doing that very much. I don't like Aquafina. Then we had Dasani before that, and I was like, these are disgusting waters to me. So I haven't been drinking as much water as I would like to. But when my body wants water, I'm guzzling these things. So regardless, it's going down. It's going down. It's going down. All for the dollar, man. Whatever happens next for me is gonna be something. Something. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be a movement. It's gonna be a way. But other than that, man, I love y'all. I'm glad y'all tap in, man. I'm glad y'all tapping in. Just holla at the kid, man. I'm here for you. I love you. And if ain't nobody got your back, I do, baby. It's the great man, DP. I love you.